My name's Laurie from the Voxpro recruitment team, and I just briefly want to tell you about our company today. Okay, so I want to begin by telling you about the Voxpro story. So it all began in 1973 when Voxpro was operating under the name Pageboy. Now it was a 6 to 10 person team operating with wireless paging services. And as you can see, going clockwise, throughout the years we've gone from strength to strength. And in particular, in 2009, we started supporting 5 languages. And this, I suppose, all came about from when we started working with Google. So we're 10 years now partnered with Google. We look after their technical support. And from then, we've just grown from strength to strength to strength. I suppose the next milestone for us would have been in 2011. We then started working through 10 different languages, and we had a workforce of 180. So 1973, workforce of 6, 2011, workforce of 180. Fast forward to 2017, and we started partnering with TELUS International. They are a Canadian BPO, and with that has come huge growth and expansion. We went from 2011, 10 different languages, 180 people, to over 5,000 employees globally, with offices all over the world, which I will show you shortly. So, as you can see, we are in many locations. Our head office is Cork in Mahon, but we also have offices in Dublin. And in Ireland, we support 19 languages, ranging from English, German, French, Nordic languages. Bulgaria, we support 29 languages. And we also have offices in Romania, Bucharest, Manila in the Philippines, El Salvador, Guatemala. There will be our TELUS International offices. And then in the United States, we have offices in Folsom and Las Vegas, Nevada. Our newest, office that we've opened up would be in China. Just recently this year, and whenever we open up globally, we send our current employees, so agents, support staff, they go over and help set up our new offices. They go over for a couple of weeks. So great opportunities for, traveling and, soaking up all the different cultures in our offices. So these are some of our partners that we have. Now, some of you might be wondering, what is the CX evolution? When people think about customer support, they might think of long hold times, really difficult to get through to the company, really hard to find support pages, FAQs. Maybe you can think of a time where maybe the agent, it's obvious that they don't enjoy their job. We're different. We are all about beautiful customer experience, and we work with companies that care about their customers and they want, to give them the best support. So we're really picky in that way who we actually partner with. But we're all about, short hold times, support, transparency with our customers, your walk through, problem solving and solutions. We just do everything we can to make sure that they're happy. So Airbnb, we've been partnered with them now for approximately 5 years. Google, 10-year anniversary this year. Stripe, 4 years. They're financial services, very similar to, say, what PayPal would do, but they're an integration platform. So companies and individuals integrate their software and their platform and websites, and that's how they process their payments. So we will look after their customers. Peloton is a lifestyle brand. It is a smart bike, all about live, virtual spinning classes. So fitness, well-being. Modair is a French company that work with vegan products. So no animal testing, vegan friendly, and just really, really good for the environment. My Heritage is DNA testing, so people finding out their family trees and their ancestry. We're there to support the customers with any queries they might have about their, DNA. And that's just to touch on a few. We have partnered with, many other disruptive companies that are changing the world when it comes to customer support. I just want to briefly just break down one of our departments, for instance, would be Airbnb. They're probably one of our biggest departments we have. We have over 2,000 employees working in Airbnb. The head office is in Dublin, and we partner really, really closely with all of our clients. So Airbnb, Google, Stripe, We work very, very closely with them, looking after their customers, and we run a lot of projects as well for them. 150 million users, global company. We're growing every single year with Airbnb, and our offices in China is Airbnb. So what's it like to work in Voxpro? One of our core values is called brace yourself. There's no such thing as a normal day. What this means is, it's a very fast-paced, dynamic, diverse environment, very multicultural. No day is the same. Even myself, I'll set up my day, I'll come in, it's thrown out the window because we're so fast-paced and dynamic, and we're problem solvers that when issues arise, we're there to critically think, solve it, and just make sure then that we're providing the best support and employee experience. I suppose when it comes to beautiful customer support, we're all about as well the beautiful employee experience and how we do this. The beautiful workplace, all of our departments would mirror our clients' head offices. For instance, Google mirrors the Google office in Dublin. We have the Google color scheme, swings, beanbags, gaming stations, everything that we can do for the employees to feel that they are very connected to our partners, Google, because that's who they're representing. Same way Airbnb, we would base the offices and the space from their head office, mirroring their core values and their office schemes and so on. The above and beyond recognition, we are all about recognizing our talent. So every quarter, so every 3 months, our team managers pick someone on their team who they feel went above and beyond in their customer service role or on their team, some aspect where they really excelled in and put in a lot of work. So we do, how we recognize this, prizes, award ceremonies, different merchandise. For instance, in quarter 3, people walking around with the Voxpro coats, that they won the Above and Beyond Award in quarter 3 for going above and beyond in some way, shape and form. I have a bag that would have been 2 years ago. I won an Above and Beyond Award for delivering beautiful customer experience and teamwork. So everyone knows that 2 years ago I was a winner of that. So different merch for different quarters, different things. And there's always a big party as well for the winners every 3 or 4 months, which is what it's all about. Celebrating, having a good time. We work really hard, but we also play really, really hard as well. The health and wellness, we have lots of wellness campaigns throughout the year. You can sign up, book an appointment, free on-site GP visits on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as just lots of campaigns that run throughout the year. We have a Voxpro, which I'll actually tell you about shortly, but it's all about people in there, making sure that they have time to go out, get their fingers a bit green. Our recruitment team, for instance, we have a vegetable plot. We grow cabbage, potatoes, and we can take them home and use them ourselves. Some teams will grow, strawberries and everything. We've chickens. That's run by the employees. They feed them. It's their project. So we have 3 of them, as well as, a big grow house. So we call it Voxgrow, and that's one of our campaigns for, health and wellness. As well as development opportunities, which we'll talk about further down the line. Sorry now. Okay. So just a bit more about our culture. I spoke about the modern offices, but our offices, we are a call center. We're not going to sugarcoat it, but we have very modern offices. There is no dividers between desks. There's pods. It's open plan. Everyone has their own department, but there's communal areas as well. So just because you work in Airbnb or you work in Stripe doesn't mean you're going to not interact with others around the business. So we're very diverse, very collaborative environment, and we're people, essentially. I just want to speak about what we do giving back to the community, especially now since we've TELUS on board. It's all about giving back to our local community, and over the summer we had TELUS Days of Giving, where we went to the Down Syndrome Ireland Cork Centre, and we helped them, improve their facilities. We made garden patches, we fenced off fields, we provided them with sheep, basically helping them get back into the community and get back into the workforce. And we had, I think, about 1,500 employees on that day, and we worked solidly for 8-9 hours, and we got all their facilities set up, and it was just very, very worthwhile. For the Pride this year, we opened up the festival. We had an on-site party. My T-shirt is from there. So yeah, we're all about giving back to the community and just having a good time while we're doing it. Okay. So this is what we're all here for, really: opportunities, career progression. At Voxpro, you come for a job, but as it says, you're going to stay for a career. Even myself, I began as an agent, answering phone calls, responding to emails in a shared services role. Loved it. It was my team. I absolutely loved the team environment. It was really, really good. I came from bartending after college, so I was thinking to myself, what do I do with my skills? I have communication skills. I have interpersonal skills. I like talking to people. What can I do? I came across Voxpro. I applied. They gave me a shot. I was so nervous in my interview. I didn't think I was good enough. I went in, they trained me, they upskilled me. I excelled as an agent, and then at one point in time we partnered with a gaming company, and I'm really into gaming, so I wanted to work into player. I moved and transferred into player support. During that time, I came to a jobs fair and represented my department as an agent at a jobs fair, very, very similar to this, and that ignited my interest in recruitment. So after it, I came back to my manager and said, I want to see what this recruitment business is all about. So I enrolled in an internal recruitment academy, which went over the course of about 5 or 6 weeks. That gave me eligibility to apply to become a trainee recruiter. I was a trainee recruiter for 6 months, and now I'm a full-time permanent recruiter. A couple of months later, I'm standing here in City Hall talking to you about my company. So never say never. This could be you sometime. But if you're looking for a company where you want to get your foot in the door, grow, upskill, see all the different opportunities, see where you're most suited for, and really tailor yourself. Because I did a bit of quality while I was an agent, helping people, mentoring them, coaching. I thought that's what I wanted to do. It wasn't. I'm in recruitment now, and this is where I want to be. And without Voxpro, I wouldn't have the skills and the experience. So I owe a lot to it. And it's all down to our learning and development, our dedicated team. They are fantastic. We run a lot of internal courses. If you want to become a team manager, you will go into your diving into leadership, you will do your Spark training, Empower coaching. We will give you the skills and we'll give you the resources to hopefully get where you want to go. Now, competition is high, which will be my next slide. We've extremely impressive talent, but if you're resilient and you want to pursue something, you go for an interview, maybe you don't get it that time, you get feedback, you can reapply in a couple of months, and if you're resilient enough, you'll get eventually where you want to be. But it's all about getting your foot in the door, customer service, performing really, really well, grabbing all the opportunities you can, and then the world is your oyster in Voxpro. Okay, so just to give you a bit of an idea about the statistics. In 2018, now it's 2018 because 2019 isn't over yet, so we don't have our exact figures, but give you an idea. 170 permanent promotions in Ireland in 2018. 1 in every 5 agents saw some kind of promotion. 1 in 12 eligible employees are usually promoted. The timeline we usually say is between 12 to 14 months for progression. That is a good solid 12 months of performing really well, being really consistent, and just having a good work ethic about you. And yeah, we had 304 internal movements, so that's people moving laterally into other departments or teams or specializing. Even agent roles, you can become elevated agent positions, escalation managers, POCs, and from there you can move into team manager positions, quality leads, training TQLs, group managers. Really, most of our talent, our support staff, we look at internally. So yeah, if you want to come in, put in the work, see what it's all about, there's no way where 12 months time down the line you have your own team that you're supporting in Voxpro. So yeah, that's it. If you're interested in finding out more, jobs@voxpro.com is our website. All of our live open jobs are there. We keep it very up to date. So what you see is what is open. Now as you can see from our slides, we support up to 20 languages. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities there. But feel free to go over to my colleague Robert right behind us there. Leave your contact details with us. We'll reach out to you next week. if you want, we'll try and find the job for you. But yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Laurie. That was great. And it's lovely as well to hear, I know so many people are here looking for their career paths, their job opportunities, but to hear of the culture of the workplace as well can be so important these days in attracting the talent and also, I guess, in keeping them. It sounds like the kind of place where people stay maybe typically longer than in other jobs. Would that be your experience?
Definitely. I'm 4 years now, and I haven't looked back. And I've worked across 3 departments. I was an agent, technical agent, trainee recruiter, quality lead for 6 months, and now I'm a permanent talent consultant. So lots of opportunities.
Because you can advance, I suppose if the career paths are not necessarily obvious, but if you can see the possibility, then maybe you're more inclined to stay on and try and fight for your promotions, as you say.
Definitely. And because we are an outsourcer, we are constantly getting new clients, new departments. So, one of our newest clients is Peloton. It's a lifestyle brand that became a team of 10. Now it's a team of 40. Now they're branching into the German market. So we have German support as well as English. So, we're constantly growing, especially with TELUS International on board. We have rapid growth and expansion.
Fantastic. Thank you. Maybe any questions before we go? We're about to wrap things up. I think everyone, there's one hand up. Hold on, sorry, I'll come down to you with the microphone.
Yeah, yes. I was talking to your colleague a while ago, and he said that you do an average of a 40-hour a week, but you'd have to work nights and stuff. But would it be a kind of 24-hour? You could be picked any time.
That's a great question. So when I was an agent, I have been in the offices for 24 hours. What I mean by that is I've done 8.5-hour shifts. I've done 12-hour shifts. I've done night shifts. It's specific to the job. So if you're a night shift agent, you're going to be working your 4 on 3 off or your 4 on 4 off. Your dedicated night shift. If you're daytime, you're dedicated days. It depends on the department what the hours are, what you're working, but it's shift rotation for the most part. You'll have early, later shifts. We're open 365 days of the year. So and it's across the 7 days. Every day to us is a normal day. Christmas Day is normal. I worked as an agent on Christmas. Great fun. We get free Christmas dinner, get to play games. Not many people want to be calling support on Christmas Day, but it's specific. It will specify whether it's night shift, day shift, twilight shifts. We have everything. Some of our departments have 24-hour support.
Okay. So thank you so much for that. At this stage, it is time to wrap things up. So once again, thank you so much to Laurie Winters you've really sold us the idea of Voxpro, I got to be honest with you. Let's give her a round of applause. She's the final speaker today at Jobs Expo.